somebody blew up America. All thinking people oppose terrorism, both domestic and international, but one should not be used to cover the other. Somebody blew up America.
Yes, somebody did blow up America. We have to look at the fact that we have done internal harm to ourselves. Newark is a perfect example of a city that we should have a lot of hope for because it has a lot of talent. Nevertheless, it has systemic issues that has caused it to be to suffer, and in fact, the poorest people and the most at-risk people are those, of course, who suffer the most. Why is Newark suffering? It's quite clear. We know that in certain areas, maybe 1% of the area of Newark has, or maybe 10% at most, has most of the problems, if you were to put it all together. But these small enclaves of dysfunction that have given Newark a really bad name. So if we look at it, 1% of the people or less are giving 99% of the people a bad environment to live in. This is something that has to be addressed systemically. It's also the case that costs are high in terms of things like healthcare because of this same 1% population. And of course, this is the major contributing factor to the overflow in the jails and the rising costs of incarceration and recidivism. Newark needs to address those enclaves of dysfunction. How is it done? It's done like any other situation where you have somebody that's sick. They need recovery. They have to have stimulus. They need cultivation. They need resources. We need economics. We need good housing. We need clean water. We need medicine. We need health. We need education. We need information. We need to recover. What Newark really needs is stimulus. It needs arts. It needs science. It needs scholars. It needs lawyers. It needs doctors. We have to replace these missing figures in the community if it's going to rebound. We have to put real dollars on the table. We have to organize and synergize our strengths. We have to do this if Newark is to recoup in these areas that are most blighted. We have too many failing infrastructural problems. If we study this chart, we see that with the more education, that we have more economic success in the system. This is very important to realize that success is tied to education. Education is tied to income. Income is tied to some degree to providing positive living and a better life and finding meaning. But that meaning may be best interpreted not by economics, but by social capital, such as having a life worth meaning and having positive emotions about your community, your family, social engagement, and achievements.
Well, his objective, I think, is to gain respect for Negroes as human beings. And nonviolence is his method. Well, my objective is the same as King's. Now, we may disagree on methods, but we don't have to argue all day on methods. Forget the methods or the differences in method. As long as we agree that the thing that the Afro-American wants and needs is recognition and respect as a human being.
Newark needs activism. It needs to rally its forces, to put boots on the ground, to get more involved with the people. And these people, these stakeholders, will make the difference. Nevertheless, let us still have hope, because it is possible for Newark to recover.
Just move on up toward your destination. Though you may